Hey everyone, I'm here with Matt Marmorato, one of our client success managers. Matt and myself, we work on a lot of these RFID projects together, and today we're going to talk about, why pilots are so critical to, successful deployments and really how to best leverage those pilots to prove a rock solid business case and move forward with RFID in your store. So Matt, based on your experience, what are some of the key findings and learnings that you see during the course of these pilots?
Sure. To start the pilot,
Yeah.
you want to build your business case and operational processes that you'll take with you through deployment. Typically, our clients experience, that this is proven out
Yeah.
within about 12 weeks, but sometimes even sooner than that.
Yeah, so like what are like the core KPIs that we see commonly used in these pilots?
Sure. Before you start your pilot, it's important to have a defined set of KPIs before you begin, so that you can measure the success of your pilot.
And that executive buy-in across every layer of your organization too. Whether it's finance, operations, IT, you have to have that organizational alignment for it to really be successful.
Yeah, absolutely. And to prove that out, first you're going to start with inventory accuracy. So
Right.
once you start your pilot, it's important to get that baseline count, so that you can use that as the basis of your for your inventory accuracies throughout the pilot. Second is, financial improvements are something that we track. Typically, we see a sales uplift of 1.5 to 5.5% throughout the pilot. Another KPI that we track is replenishment. So whether that's done at the sales floor or in the back room, RFID gives you an easy way to track that efficiently. And then omni-channel.
Yeah.
So, buying online, pick up from the store, and as well as shipping from store, is something that we were constantly hearing from our clients that
Yeah.
what's important. So RFID gives you that ability to pick to the last unit, always the ability to do so, and as well as ship from store from picking up in store.
Right.
It's all about driving increasing foot traffic to your store, so that you can possibly get even more sales if you can get people to come through there. And this is done through tracking your order fulfillment rate percentage throughout the pilot. That's how you'd be able to prove that out. And lastly is operational improvements. Typically customers of ours can only count 1 or 2 times in a physical count because of the cost and time it takes to do so. RFID allows you to do that much more frequently, as well as more accurately.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, and you hit the nail on the head with inventory accuracy. Everything stems from there. So when we talk about the sales uplifts, it's because, hey, if you're operating at 70% inventory accuracy and you're going now up to 98% inventory accuracy, you got more product available at the right time for customers, and you're going to get that organic sales lift. And there's a lot of studies out there that show what that uplift is, and we see that time and again throughout these pilots.
Exactly.
But in terms of from your perspective and your role, when you're in these stores in those first weeks of the pilot, what are the critical success factors to getting them up and running and stabilized? You can begin measuring these KPIs.
Sure. So as a client success manager, I work closely with store management teams and store associates to get them comfortable with RFID and the technology, and then getting stabilized through their inventory accuracy for using cycle counting as well as the auditing after a cycle counting. And then after that, we have weekly and monthly calls with the executive team, store team, to make sure that the goals of the project are being met.
Cool. Well, thanks for your input, Matt. Really appreciate it. And here at Checkpoint, we're really focused on proving that business case and working closely with your stores to make sure you have a successful program. So,
Thanks,
you.
Scott.
Yeah.